Welcome to part 2. If you listened to part 1, you heard that moron Mary. Just listening to that again gets my blood boiling. I know that you'll lose the message. People will tune out if there is an exorbitant amount of expletives within a video. But this fucking idiot, you heard her. I'll give you a case number so that you won't be charged for returning the car with dog hair in it. I don't have a damn dog. I did not put the dog hair, pet hair in the fucking car. So giving me a case number so that I will not be charged a fee for something I had nothing to do with would not help the situation. You'll find out within the second part of the conversation with Regina, the supervisor, what should have been done. And instead of doing that herself, she just responds, "Oh, well, that would have been nice." Yeah, so why didn't she do it? Why didn't you do it? I'll get to the additional information that occurred after the fact later. But let's just delve straight into the second part of the phone call. Now, you can skip ahead about 7 minutes and 20 seconds from the point at which I stopped talking, because that's how long I was on hold before the supervisor got on the line. And no, nobody checked in to see if I wanted to continue to hold. Have a listen.
I'm the supervisor.
That's like about 30-some-odd miles up the road.
37 miles, okay.
No, 30-some-odd miles. So 30, S-O-M-E, odd miles.
30. I'm sorry. Your
That's
phone is
about
breaking
30
up.
miles from here.
From there. Okay. Okay. So I believe that would be the nearest location to you, though.
Why can't I just take it back where I got it from, get another car, they can clean this car, I'll take the other car back, and then they could give me this car back again?
Okay. If you'd like to do that, I can call them.
That would seem to be the simplest solution to the problem.
Okay, one moment, please. I'm sorry, sir. I thought that's all they had available. So,
well, at this point, I have no idea. Now, let's just get to the second point, and you can call me back with that information, because this call has taken 21 minutes and 40 seconds of my life, and I need to get ready to go to work.
Okay, sir.
The second part of the situation is, I want to know where, with specificity, it says in that contract that a person who pays with a credit card is charged an additional $100 in the event there are overages. Because I read the contract online. It said if you pay with a credit card, your credit card will be charged for the amount of the rental or $200 or whichever is greater. If you use a debit card, there's no guarantee that the local Avis or budget rental car will accept the debit card when you get there. And in addition, if you pay with the debit card, there will be an additional $100 hold put on that debit card. I didn't pay with a debit card. So I want an answer to the question, why did she require me to give her another credit or debit card so she could put an additional hold on there when I did not prepay for my rental with a debit card?
Well, as far as an authorization, even a regular credit card has an authorization, sir.
And I just read you the terms and stipulations of that for a credit card.
Yeah, it's telling you that there is a authorization on the credit card when picking up.
No. Let me repeat myself, and let me try this.
You don't have to, sir. Honestly, you do not. I understand what you're saying, and you understand what I'm saying.
No, apparently you didn't.
No, I did, sir. I understand. You're saying you shouldn't have an authorization on the contract at all because you prepaid it. I understand what you're saying.
That is not what I said.
Okay, then, sir. I stand corrected. What did you say then?
What I said to you was this. In that contract online, it says if you prepay with a credit card, you're going to be charged for the amount of the rental or $200, whichever is greater. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That means your authorization
I'm not finished.
would be $200 or whichever is greater. That's what you're telling me.
And then it says if you prepay with a debit card. Not all locations accept debit cards, one. And then it says you will have an additional $100 hold put on that debit card. Are you still with me?
I am.
Okay. I paid with a credit card, not a debit card. Thus, why was my account treated as if I paid with a debit card and an additional $100 authorization was put on a credit card? A separate,
normally they put $200 when it is a credit card, because that's what it's telling you that it will do.
And that would be fine. They probably did because I paid with a credit card. So why was an additional $100 hold put on my other credit card?
Yeah, there's only one hold on here as far as when you picked up the vehicle, sir, and that was the $100. But as far as what it's telling us is that it could have been $200. There has to be a hold on the credit card when picking up a car, just like a debit card.
That hold would have
been a hold.
The hold would have been up to $200 according to your website.
Yes. So it could have been up to $200.
Okay. May I finish, please? Do you mind if I finish?
I don't mind, sir.
Okay. I paid with a credit card. The amount of the rental was $136. The hold on the credit card should have been $200, not $136, because $200 is greater than the amount of my rental. There should not have been an additional hold because I did not pay with a debit card.
See, and that's where you're confused at, sir. As far as either way, either credit card or debit card, you would have a hold on it with the prepaid reservation.
Show me where it says that in the terms and conditions.
It told you the authorization part of it on there, sir. It says if it's a credit card, there would be a hold. That's additional fees and credit holds.
Tell me so we can read it together. I'm going to make time for you. Because it doesn't say that.
Sir, are you going to let me read it? I'm trying.
I want you to tell me where it is so I can read it along with you.
Additional, and that's what I'm trying to do, sir. Additional fees and credit holds. That's the portion you need to look at.
Okay, one moment, please, while I bring that up.
Sure.
One moment, it's loading.
Yeah, no problem, sir. I don't know if yes, I understand that I see what was said, and I understand what you're saying. So it's possible that it's
No, okay, I'm there.
Just read on and you will see.
No, I'm not going to read on. You're going to tell me exactly where it says that. Which paragraph?
I'll read it for you, sir.
I could read. All you need to do is tell me which paragraph you're on.
Is before you drive away in your shiny budget rent-a-car, we'll need to put a hold on your credit card or debit card at some locations for the total estimated charges. Sorry, but a prepaid card is not acceptable, and credit identification for this hold. While the hold is in place, funds will not be available for use. Once you return the vehicle, we will process a release of the unused portion of the hold subject to your bank procedure. The hold could take up to 2 weeks to be released by your bank.
Okay, so
credit card hold.
Stop.
Credit card
Stop.
for hold.
Stop.
That amount.
I said stop. Do you intend to read me this entire thing?
Sir, I am to the part where it says it. You asked me to read it. I'm reading it. If
No,
you want
I did not ask you to read it. I said stop.
Sir, have a good day.
If you hang up on me, you will be sorry.
Sir?
No, because I'm recording this call just as you are. So, I asked you to tell me where it says it in here.
I do not give you permission.
I cut it off at that point. That does not mean that I did or did not record what happened afterwards. I will tell you this. That bitch hung up in my face. Now, you heard the call. I did not ask her to read that to me, as she just stated a moment ago. Well, you said read to you. No, I didn't. That just goes to show how stupid they are. They want to obfuscate the issue. by throwing a bunch of crap at you. If I throw a bunch of crap at you, just think of it as like somebody's firing a bunch of weapons at your airplane. You're too busy shooting everything down that you can't really focus on the one thing you need to focus on, which is that nuclear missile within the debris. Star Trek, Balance of Power. Look it up and watch it. Because amongst the debris, there was a nuclear bomb. Amongst this debris, there's a nuclear bomb. That nuclear bomb being the fact that when you sign that contract online, you are not giving Budget Rent-A-Car the right to charge your credit card an additional I keep saying charge, to authorize your credit card for an additional $100. In my case, the estimated cost of the rental was around $135 or so. So the charge on the card should have been the $135. The authorization should have been $65. Then there would have been no issue. But to take the charge of $135 and then tell me you want not $65 but $100, I'm fairly sure I'm not the only person that has happened to. Now in part 3, we're going to deal with the fallout. We'll deal with the fallout. Please return back for part 3. And I look forward to your views.